Okay, hello everyone. We are really glad to have you here in this webinar. Okay, this is our first webinar for this month, for April. So we are really glad to have you here in this nice presentation. As I mentioned, my name is MissClauRivera. We have a lot of English teacher from Ecuador. Thank you so much for being here. Carmencita, thank you so much for being here too. I saw your face, thank you. And to everyone who always participate to try to learn more, to learn different things. So thank you so much. So today, the webinar is related to speaking subskills. Thank you so much everyone to participate. Hello, my dear Lulita. Hello, Lydia. Hello, everyone. Good evening in this case, right? So please, let me introduce in this case, as I mentioned, to our special guest. He's a teacher, an English teacher from Ecuador, but more than that, he's my friend, right? We have this cooperation between us, between MissClauRivera and Andres Rodriguez page, okay? We are really glad to always try to contribute together to this English, okay, language. We try to contribute in different things, right? Webinars, conventions, seminars, right? So I am really glad to have him as a friend. Okay, so thank you so much, Andres, to accept our special invitation in this case. And with this wonderful topic, as I mentioned, that is speaking subskills, right? Who is really, that we really need to know more about that. So thank you so much, Andres. You are gonna be now the guest. Again, thank you so much. You can start.
Hello, how are you? Thanks for your... Hello, Carmita. Nice to see you. Okay, thank you, Miss Claudia, for inviting me to this webinar. So I appreciate that I can see Peruvian teachers, Ecuadorian teachers as well here. Thanks everybody for coming and well, so feel free to be part of um, this presentation, so you can give your opinions, you can from your experience give your ideas and also interact in different ways. We have the chat box, we can write you can write some messages or um, I don't think that you can wait until the end of the webinar, so you can do it now. No, hello Miss Lakshmi, hello. Okay, it's a pleasure to see you and everybody here. No, okay, Miss Claudia, some teachers are in the waiting room. I'm started meeting them when they are coming now. Teachers, this webinar is about the importance of English skills, oral English skills. No, this topic is related to how we can focus in some oral subskills in order to produce an effective and communicative language competence. Um, in some cases, we teachers focus on pronunciation, fluency, and I think it's okay because when we still work on those oral subskills, we will be able to to engage our learners or basic learners, especially the ones who are acquiring the language, that they can produce, no, and feel more confident. So uh, that's the idea, no? That's the idea of sharing with you this topic. Okay. In addition to this, I will share with you some evidence of my classes, no, that I have been doing during this session, no, not only in the pandemic time, also before the pandemic time, when we can also take the best from presential classes in order to adapt into the online sessions. Okay, one more time, I say welcome to our coming now. The screen to share with you. Can you make able to use the screen to for sharing the slide?
Of course, Andres. Yes, please.
Okay, thank you so much. Here, okay, here we have. Okay, the first thing, teachers, that I would like to do with you is that let's imagine that now we are in a class, no? Okay, I said, okay, teachers, okay, my guys, we are going to do something. Please, at this moment you are watching, okay, a beautiful scenario and landscape, okay. What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you observe, I don't know, this beautiful island? I would like to read you in the chat box, okay. What ideas comes to your mind? Okay, maybe a paradise, maybe vacation, maybe friends, so many things, okay. Okay, let me read you. Peace. Very good, Mercedes. Thank you. Holiday. Yes, exactly. No, we miss holidays. No, wonderful place. Yes, very good. Travel. Exactly. No, especially when we travel to, I don't know, to a Caribbean island or another place. Relaxing place. Thank you, Carmen. Okay, I really appreciate it. I love it. I love the what you are doing now. You are using adjectives, no, to describe this, no. So you are following the instruction that that is permitted us um, to describe, you know, this scenario. Okay, spectacular paradise-based place to haul, amazing place. Okay, vacation. Hello, Dalila. Nice to see you here. Caring for nature,
Hello, hello.
describing a place. Okay. All right, thank you so much, dear. Okay, my dears. Okay, we finally have exactly we're comparing. We can compare places. Exactly, Mayra, no? All right, best place to start a new life. Exactly, especially when people want to retire and you want to let's get start another kind of life, no? All right, yeah. Okay, so teachers, this activity promotes um, meaningful activities. Engage because you are presenting visual things in order to engage your students, especially not only when they are beginners. You can also use this when you are using with pre-elementary levels or intermediate levels, pre-intermediate levels. It depends of your class, depends of your proficiency students. All right. So just in case you want to adapt the activities, you just change the topic or the instruction you want to do it. For example, in this case, when I use this kind of activity is for breaking the ice. No, when I want to before I start a new topic in my class, um, I just want to confirm my students' prior knowledge, especially for especially for the ones that they need to know um, a prior requirement. For example, let's suppose adjectives. Um, I was reading in the chat that someone else mentioned, I think Mayra, she says comparing places, okay? That's a typical topic when you start, for example, comparative superlative adjectives, no? Or for the international exams, for example, Cambridge exams, when you are, when students are allowed to compare, for example, both pictures in the preliminary test, PET, or the FCE, which is the B2. So you're required to have a standard level of descriptive adjectives. So it's necessary that you can expose to your students to the description of this activity. So ice breaking is not something from the past. You can still do it. Okay, it's necessary that we can adapt in our classes, no? So in different ways. Okay, thank you so much. And let me share another screen. Okay, in this part, when we have vocabulary on the stage, okay, you know that vocabulary, according to the communicative language, okay, vocabulary is vital in order to engage and produce effective real communication, okay? If the students uh, don't have the basic or enough vocabulary to use in the classes, to use in classes, it will be difficult for them or frustrating. They will have a frustrating experience, especially in speaking. Timid guys in classes, most of the most cases they don't speak because not only because they feel shame, it's because they don't know vocabulary. They don't have the vocabulary. So I will ask you, if we empathize with those students and we as teacher, what's wrong with those who doesn't know vocabulary? Okay, for example, when we are studying or we are in another class, or we are studying in another level of English, in a C1 or B2, what really happened to us? How did we feel? We don't feel confident because we don't have the same range of vocabulary. So we need to give our students the input, okay? According to crashing theory, no? The input theory, the input, no? The input theory in which we can support our students in order to enrich them and also address them to achieve the communicative language here, no? So before we read the instruction, before describing, I would like to read you what is the teacher maybe doing, trying to do, and how the teacher is engaging to the students. How do you see students in that moment? Do the students feel engaged with the teacher? So what are they doing? Can you tell me? What do you see in this? You can also participate. You can also activate your microphone if you would like to speak. Okay, I give you the opportunity to speak now uh, rather than texting. Okay, somebody else. Okay, Dalila, please. What do you observe in in the teachers and the students' attitude? So what are they doing? What do you observe?
I think that she's showing something and some instruction, something, and the girls, the students are taking notes, maybe how to do something. I cannot see what is the activity itself, but she's modeling something, maybe a sentence. Mhm.
Okay, thank you so much, Dali, for your appreciation. It's very important for me. Um, what is the student's role? So what do you observe? Okay, what do you observe the students are doing in this moment? How are they connected to the teacher's role in this moment? Okay, somebody else can tell me that. Okay, someone is texting. They're paying attention to what the teacher is doing. Very good. The students are writing words, maybe speaking. Okay, thank you, Miss Emma. Okay, yeah, exactly. Yeah, students. Okay, first of all, the students are engaged with the teacher's activity. Maybe the teacher is looking for vocabulary. Yes, exactly. Okay, yes, exactly. As Lolita says in this moment, they are looking for vocabulary. They're learning prior vocabulary, in order to engage. So that's why the teacher is. Maybe the teacher calls to the students, please, guys, comes close to the board. Okay, feel free. Okay, students are doing something different, not only sit down. Yes, that's the point, Mercedes. Thank you so much. I think that's very important. No, the students. What is the normally student role setting in the classroom? Everybody is sitting. Yeah, everybody is sitting. The students, no, and the teacher is uh, ready or moving around the class. He's standing up. So, but in this case, the teacher changed the role. The teacher calls the students. Okay, guys, please, you can stand up. You can come close to my board. Feel free. You can take notes, feel like a real group, feel like we as a whole, we are learning something, okay? Don't feel ashamed. Don't feel bad if you don't know a word. So we are going to learn in this way. So um, this is one reason that we can use vocabulary on stage, no? How can we do it in online classes? Okay. For example, do you remember the last icebreaker, the visuals? Okay. Students love visuals. Okay. When students see real topics and also scenarios like this, they feel inspired. That's not only for visual learners, also for the ones that move or the ones that can, they love sharing ideas with others. Exactly. Use digital tools, play games such Hatman. Exactly. Very good, Miss. And also, I will add something. Board games. Okay. Wow. Students feel so excited when they see board games or Hatman or vocabulary related to the topic. Yes, exactly. No. So this is an example of basic student, basic learners. No, you bring the real world to the class exactly. So we're talking about Relia, no, in this case, okay. So the teacher had a fantastic idea to present, the topic more realistic, depending on the topic or the lesson plan, the lesson topic that they are implementing in the class, for producing to engage the students first, and then give the input, okay, which is very important with the vocabulary in this scenario. Okay, so in that part, I would say yes. That's what I do when I do the topic. So congratulations, Miss Laxmi. Okay, yeah. So uh, um, I think if you do this, your students love your class because they meet when they meet your class. I will say, okay, oh my goodness, they would like to continue with to approach the methodology that you are using, Miss Laxmi, no, and also you teachers. Exactly. You play and then you introduce a topic. Exactly. This is the warm up. Yeah, the warm up when you start the class, no? So in that moment. Exactly. Very good. Okay. Okay, now, um, in addition to icebreaking and also the topics that you observe in class when you are in virtual sessions, we continue doing visuals. Okay, we continue presenting visual activities. But right now, teachers, we can do something different in our classes. So we can make that our students use the critical thinking. How? You consider what do we normally do in classes when we present visuals? We normally ask them, what is the meaning of this word? What is this doing? Okay. So on the contrary, we present the visuals and we ask the question to our students, what topics would you choose for the group of words that you observe right now? Exactly, very good in primary with flashcards. In this case, for example, Miss, students are observing, okay, that maybe it's an adventure, some risky sports, no? This is the man is climbing the mountain. So, what can you tell to your students? Please, guys, tell me what other examples of adventurous sports do you know? And the students start brainstorming or listing, okay, um, some vocabulary, some words that they can present. Exactly, Miss Elizabeth, talking about the string sports. Okay, so you are not only presenting vocabulary, so you are bringing to class the real word. Maybe you are inspiring last experience that the students live in the past. For example, teacher, 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 I visited the Chimborazo mountain in Ecuador. Oh, teacher, I visited, I don't know, in Peru. I visited the mountains, the volcanoes, okay? Wow. So students start living their emotions again, and they start remembering maybe they don't know how to say escalar, or maybe they don't know how to say volar, or they don't know how to say something, but the most important is that they are activating their emotions to learn. Are you simply connect them from Spanish to English, and they will uh, that make that change, no, make that acquisition from Spanish to English. Exactly, very good. Relate context to prior experience. Exactly, the answers will always vary, no? So remember that our students are human beings, and humans, and we are human beings. We think, we feel differently to others. So we can see the same word, in a different perspective. Okay, so never limits to your students. Always listen to your students, even though there are not the expected answers that you were supposed that they respond. Don't, no matter what they say, it's very important that you teachers have to be good listeners with your students, because they are free to express in that situation, in that moment. Okay. Marisol, can read your comment. Students will learn to identify and build meaning around parts of a word. Exactly. Yes. You're talking about the parts of the speech. Exactly, Marisol. No? Yeah, that's very important aspect. No, even though this is not totally grammar, but students can understand, for example, when you are applying the word formation nouns, and that's very important. Okay, we also have the another topic. This is about, what topic is this, teachers? Let's suppose that you present this to your students. Oh, the last smartphone, the digital smartphone, the new smartphone. Okay, this is the new cell phone technology. No, the okay. As always, let the students do the talking. Yes, exactly. No, yes, that's right, Mister. For example, this talking is about latest technology, devices, okay? No matter what name you can label to this vocabulary, the most important is that the students, uh, they are activating their prior knowledge, no? For example, they can list digital camera, mobile phone, a flat a screen phone, okay, the iPhone, the smartphone, okay, whatever invention, the 5G, la 5G, okay, accept all the answers, okay, accept all the answers that are related to the topic, because your students have different perspective about it. Okay, in this last case, what topic would you choose for this image if you present to your students? This is a real contact topic, no? That you can see, for example, in Discovery Channel programs, or I don't know, Discovery Kids. Okay, this is the, what topic will you watch for them? Wild animals, very good. Wild animals. This is a topic, okay, a real topic, or uh, animals in danger of extinction, extincting species of animals. Okay, solutions for global. I love the topic. Thank you so much, Maya. Okay, solutions for global warming. Oh, so you are thinking more than only observing. So you're thinking about um, um, global awareness. Okay, so like global citizen, no, como un pensador mundial, no, what we call in Spanish. Okay, so that's very important. Okay, in addition to ice breaking and visual activities or critical thinking activities, what other activities can we start our classes? With warm up activities. Okay, warm up activities are not only related to yes no questions. For example, let's suppose that you can start for beginners. Is this red? Is this white? Is this shape? Is this circle? Is this oval? So when you are testing their vocabulary, they say yes, no, this is large, this is all right. You can also have the opportunity to ask different type of questions. For example, like this. Okay. Let's suppose that I will say, what's your favorite sport? What do you know about plants? What international singers do you know? Oh my God. If you present, for example, with Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, soccer players, or maybe, I don't know, Claudio Pizarro from Peru, or any other famous soccer player, okay, the students say, oh, that's wonderful. What's your favorite sport? My favorite sport is soccer. Okay, Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, okay, etc. I love the soccer players. You're presenting, for example, international singers, no? Okay, Demi Lovato from United States, or I don't know, another kind of singers that the students love it, especially reggaeton music or any other kind of genre. The students love it that they are worldwide recognition. The students will feel engaged in that moment with the music. Another strategy is that you can present a very short biodata of a famous singer. For example, um, let me think. I don't know. One of these singers that the students still um, like to listen their music so around the world. So the students will connect. Okay, especially the vocabulary. They will learn. No, they won't ask you, teacher. Okay, that word is the same like in Spanish. Okay, that is the word that we are going to ask. Dalila, would you like to ask something?
No, no, no. I'm just no, 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 not exactly. Continue, continue. Maybe later.
Okay, sorry, Lalila. Let's suppose, Lalila, that I will ask you, for example, what do you know about plants? Okay, what do you know about plants? What would you say, for example?
I know about plants. That is a question. What do you know about plants? I know they are mm, useful for decoration. I know that we have artificial and natural plants. I know that they require a lot of commitment because they need water every day. And I know that I don't like plants
Thank
because
you
I do
so
not
much.
have time to take care of them.
Okay, that's right. Don't worry. For example, I'm reading now in the chat, Dali. Hilda, for example, is writing plants are living things. Great. They breathe, make their own food. Plants are like us. Yeah, they are living things, no? Seres vivos, no? Thank you so much, okay, for your participation, no? So what is the purpose of this activity? That you open your students' background, your students' mind, okay? And also, remember that English language is multicultural, and also is not a simple subject. It's an element that is integrated with extracurricular activities, no, with other subjects, with science, with geography, with maths. Okay, as the example that we are seeing now. Okay, exactly, very good. Gertrudis, Mercedes activated prior knowledge. That is okay. Games. Okay, games. So A student will be so happy you present when you present games in your classes, especially the games that inspire competition, but a healthy competition. No, no competition. You have to structure rules. No, you have to set up the rules before you play. No, okay, okay, guys. No, you can participate. You can feel the emotion. Okay, when you win a game. Okay, when you win the contest. No, but it doesn't mean that we are able to put the limits uh, when you are observing your classroom management and don't make your class make crazy or students get loud and maybe it is a little indisciplined, no? Because when you have clear instructions, the students will understand what is the game, no? What is the purpose of the activity, no? The purpose of the activity in this case is production, okay? Is production. Okay, thank you. Yeah, make the longest words. For example, watermelon. Okay, international. I'm reading you in the chat, no? Okay, so imagination. Okay, you have a very wide imagination. Okay, that's right, no? Maybe internet. I don't know, no? Noodles. Okay, so you can go on and practice this, no? Exactly, Gertrudis. Nobody, no? Um, you can do these activities. These activities you can adapt in different forms. For example, if you want to start or introduce the topic with games, you can do it with a word from your target language vocabulary. For example, winter. Okay, if we are talking about weather or the seasons, watermelon. It's in case we are talking about food, about fruit, etc. No, according to the level of your students. No, even you can do it with pre-intermediate levels or high intermediate levels. No matter what level they are, you are doing well. Interesting, national, very good. Thank you so much, dear teachers. With that, I'm showing it's for your fantastic Ecuadorian, okay, etc. No, for your interaction in this activity relationship. Thank you, Lolita. Lolita, I'm going to give tonight a prize for Lolita. Lolita is very active tonight in class, no? Very good. Okay, teachers. Now we move on to another part here. So, why presenting vocabulary, okay, is important to begin a new lesson, okay? I would like to hear you, all right? Or I would like, if you prefer texting in the chat box, it's okay. If you prefer speaking, okay, you can unmute and you can speak, no? So no matter where your participation is, I will accept your your answer. Why presenting vocabulary is important to begin a new lesson?
I think it's important because students are able to understand, um, so they can create new words every day.
Okay, thank you so much, Mister, for your participation. Okay, another comment, another idea. Okay, let me read you in the chat to engage our students with the class and motivate to the new topic. Exactly, to create interest. Very good, Mercedes. Thank you, Lolita. Exactly, you're totally right. Very good, no? To persuade, to connect, no? With the scenario that you want to show to your students, no? For example, what will happen if you don't present vocabulary in class with the topic that you are going to work with your students? Maybe you feel the sensation that is a little boring. Maybe what is a
Mm,
mechanical class. Mr. Marcos Duran, could you say something?
I think it is important to present a new vocabulary because the student can encourage, no, can encourage or can enjoy to the class.
That's right. Thank you so much. I'm reading something in the chat. Students may lost. Yes, of course, because the teacher is only uh, go beyond to the class to this if the teacher don't present vocabulary, doesn't present vocabulary, doesn't introduce the topic, say doesn't do the work up with the students, and he goes directly, maybe the class will be a little bit boring for the students, or the class doesn't have that um, I don't know, impression, no? The student will say, okay, oh, you don't call your students' attention, no? So that's very important, no? A robust vocabulary improve on areas of communication. Exactly, very good, Marisol. I love that with pre-student because it's important to give the students courage and more words where they can express their language. The students need input. Correct, Mercedes. Thank you. Exactly, teachers. So now, if we join all your ideas, the ones that you already mentioned now, okay, we are going to have a specific language outcome objective, language objectives for our lesson plan. So we always require vocabulary for giving the input to our students, for listening, for for writing, uh, obviously for speaking, and for reading too. When you are doing the the, the pre-reading, the okay, and obviously, okay, Miss Gertrudis, I'm reading your comment. Once we introduce vocabulary, we're expecting the students to make some production. Exactly, it is. That is the reason. Production. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, we are presenting real activities, real lesson topics that we can use in our classes. For example, when we are using language classroom or language, useful language, for example, for um, when you go to the restaurant and when you ask for food, when you complain something, what do you need? Obviously, you need useful language, you need vocabulary, okay, in order to express functional language. All right. For example, here we are using some just no questions. Okay, this is for asking if there is not or there is or there is not uh, some food no in the restaurant. No. In addition to this, uh, if you want the student to their students make comments if they enjoyed it or they don't or they dislike food, they need to know adjectives no related to food no. So one way to do it is by role plays. Okay, you know, role plays is an effective way to model your students no. So you as teachers you can also participate with them. Okay, you will say, okay, Juanito, Carlos, Andres, Pedrito, or Lilita, okay, you are going to participate with me. I am the chef, no? All right, you are the clients, the customers, you ask for food, and then you work together, okay? So you assign roles. Roles assignation to your students is very important because you are configuring roles and your students will perform the cooperative learning. Okay, so the cooperative learning is very important because you are also engaging the students to real context, and these contexts are wonderful because when they go to a restaurant with the daddy or mommy, they will say, "Oh, mommy, 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 I want ceviche. I would like to eat ceviche." Okay, so when they see the menu and they will say, "Oh, I remember in the English class, ceviche, please. I would like ceviche. Could you bring me ceviche? Do you have ceviche?" Okay, so they are using their language. So that's real language. that they are going to use. So that's very important if you present um, activities in this way. Okay, so I consider this is one of the more realistic topics that we can have. Okay, this is for tourism. Okay, let's suppose when you visit a town, or for example, let's suppose that I travel to your country, I go to Peru, okay, and I'm loose, I don't know, okay, what is the street? Okay, where can I go? It okay, and then I ask, please, I need to go to the bank. Can you tell me how can I get? So, giving instructions, okay, giving instructions, asking for directions, okay, they are also language objectives that your students are required to use in the lesson. That's not only because you are taking another lesson, or that's because you are achieving a lesson plan. That's because they need that vocabulary, that content. Okay, so it's vital with the prepositions. Very good, Marisol, especially when they are in the beginning stages. No, for example, the preposition of places. No, okay, what is the swimming pool? How can I get to the park? Okay, okay, turn right, walk 2 blocks. That's in front of the. Okay, it's in the corner of the street. So useful language is important in order to achieve the 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 um, the content lesson. However, um, achieving for real life using the language that they are required is more important than, yeah, because when they go outside classroom, they will feel so excited. Okay, mommy, daddy, I learned in my class, in my English class, how to ask for directions. So when we travel to Miami, when we travel to United States, or whatever place where people speak English, so I know how to communicate with, I don't know, with native speakers, with gringos, okay, or with any other person that they can speak English. So it's an amazing experience because they are um, feeling that, no, that they are learning in that moment. Important pub and place in our city. Okay, thank you so much, Miss, for your contribution. So you can use it for role plays. You can also use for, I don't know, language oral lessons, even for writing maybe. If you prefer they write a conversation, you can do it in this way. So you can use it different ways, okay? This activity. Okay, thank you so much. Reading in the chat, yeah, you are sharing with us another topic. Um, some minutes ago, I was mentioning you about the board games. Okay, so what is board games? So board games you can also use to connect prior knowledge and also to reaffirm knowledge. On this case, in this example, I'm illustrating with a grammar topic. Okay, remember that grammar is also important, and you can use oral grammar to contextualize. Um, for example, in this case, we have the first conditional. Okay, so before you start in this class, in order to and how you engage your students before you teach the first conditional. Maybe you present the will and ask them. You can just a quick reminder how to use will. No, okay, we use will for predictions. We can use will for making plans, arrangements, and something like that. Okay, so you activate the prior knowledge immediately. As soon as you do it, you go through to the first conditional, you illustrate them, and then you go to the real situation. If you don't want to repeat the same activities, okay, you can do it with the board game. This board game is for intermediate level of students, so when they have vocabulary. If you feel that your students need um, less vocabulary, or your class uh, is different, okay? So you can adapt to the reality, and you can do your own board game, and you change you can change the sentences using the vocabulary that the students know in your class, no? So you can do it too, no problem. You can use adjective, you can use short sentences, and you make your students produce effective language, no? So you can model this activity, you can model your students, all right, to support them, no? Don't try to overcorrect your students all the time. For example, um, if one student say complete the sentence, but they make a grammar mistake immediately, and your rather ear is detecting, ah, eh, don't, he didn't use the s, no puso la, no dijo he goes, dijo he go, okay? Don't try to, okay, to punish the students immediately. Carlitos, he goes, no, okay? Be patient with the students, respect the process, and at the end you can correct them in a friendly way, no? Okay, Carlos, okay, and you correct in that way, no? So so it's important that we, as teachers, we try to use uh, effective feedback. No, effective feedback in this kind of activities is more related to when you give the opportunity um, to produce language, but at the end you can reassure them. Okay, be friendly to correct in that way. Okay, I'm gonna read some comments in your chat. Okay, thank you so much. Miss Claudia. So grammar is evidently important. So Miss Sir Krashen, okay, in one of his presentations, I remember he was mentioning that grammar, okay, you can present grammar in this way, or you can also use games with grammar. In addition, reading activities also support vocabulary. Okay, okay, thank you. All right, so after presenting the activities that you could illustrate, with with a real example that I was showing you, I would say, teachers, that you know this, and this is something that is very important. We need to understand that our students are totally different. The multiple intelligence theory, all right? Yeah, and that theory still works, okay, in online sessions. Okay, maybe the difference is that you can't observe or move forward unless you use the breakout rooms, no? Okay, or you try to observe whether your students are doing, monitoring your online classroom settings. So this is something that we always need to know. Okay, maybe one activity can be easier for some students. Others are shy to make comments. Others don't want to participate, or they prefer texting on the chat box. Okay, but you can allow them to do it because that's their uh, multiple intelligence. So you can support them in that way. Okay, teachers, this part is the summary about the Bloom's taxonomy with a real example. My daily routine, okay, my daily routine, um, maybe you will say that topic is just for beginners, but you can turn this topic into more challenging. How you can do it? Okay, if you simply teach vocabulary, okay, descriptive vocabulary, no? For example, for daily routine, no, in a chart box, no? For example, get up, wake up, go to school, study, etc., etc. Okay, you are only working the passive in a passive way. Okay, your students only remember vocabulary. Okay, But if you want to move beyond and go forward, it's necessary that you connect that vocabulary with the real life. Okay, okay, guys. Today we are going to create a skill in English. No, teacher, no, in English, no, no, no. Okay, jugar fútbol. Okay, go to the park. Llamar a la amiguita. Okay, all the things that they do in the real life. Okay, you can do it. Okay, on Monday I study in different hours. You try to motivate your students to do their schedule. Okay, in this example you were using what method? No, we have been working all the time, so that's maybe it seems to be old fashioned, no, because we have instruction and the student have to write. Okay, on Monday I wake up early. Okay, so that's mechanics, emphasize on grammar. Okay, that's okay. But if you want to your students understand the language, or they want to apply for real life, okay, ask them, assign your students to do something. For example, okay, every day you are going to describe me. You're going to tell me what do you do? Oh, sorry, what did you do in the morning? What did you do in the afternoon? Okay, so you push your students. You push your students to speak every single day. From the very beginning, they probably don't remember vocabulary. They don't use connectors. They don't know how to join ideas, but you can work on that. You can work on it. Okay. As a result of that, you will build communicative competence. You're working on that. Also, teachers, when our students analyze what they are doing, they are not just doing by isolation. That's because my teacher told me to do it. Okay, my teacher sent me to do it a schedule, and I just presented the lesson. No, that's not the idea. The idea is more than that. The idea is that the students um, use that target language in order to confirm that they will be able to use in real life. Okay, for example, in an international exam, when they have to describe what they do, or when they practice with a native speaker, or when they practice with another person, so they know how to describe, they know how to explain what they do. All right, that's very important. In addition to this, if we want to send more critical thinking activities to our students, apart from sending investigations or do the research, okay, tell me please, okay, you can do a research about your famous soccer player, okay, Lionel Messi or Claudio Pizarro. Okay, what is their daily routine? What do they really like? Ah, Lionel Messi plays in Barcelona, Spain, or he loves, I don't know, he loves, as Argentinian, he loves drinking mate, okay? Or, I don't know, Claudio Pizarro play, I don't know, in Brazil, in Peru, I don't know, okay? So you are engaging to the students to their personal information of their famous soccer players, or the people they admire. Okay, in the same way they could do with the singers. Okay, Shakira, for example. Okay, I love Shakira. Okay, I'm going to do a research about Shakira. Okay, okay, Shakira is I don't know, she's married. Okay, her husband is the famous soccer player, the ex soccer player Piqué, the Spanish soccer player. Okay, so I'm getting information. I'm going to write it. So those ideas inspire to your students because they are real content. and they can also create something. For example, according to Bloom's taxonomy, when your student the creates a stage is the last stage for them uh, to present something, to move forward in a direction. We have this example. Invent an app that records everything you do each day. Design a screenshot of the application user daily rate. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, that's fantastic because you are engaging English language with other kind of ideas, clever ideas that your students can match, and they create something. Okay, so creating an application that records everything you do each day is something that your students would love doing, would love to do. So that's an example, teacher, of how you can turn a simple topic that you believe is only for beginners, and you can turn it more challenging. Okay, I don't prefer using the word difficult. I prefer to use the word challenging. Why challenging? Because if you make easier, if you make your students things easier, your students get bored, and your students, okay, I have to achieve this, I have to do this. Okay, that's boring in the class. But if you explain specific instructions, okay, you have to do this, use this to do this, your students feel that you are challenging to them. Oh, my teacher, I can do it. I can do it. And your students feel that they can do it, that they will be able to demonstrate that they can do it in the real life. Okay? So, teachers, don't forget that we don't only have to teach content, we also have to challenge our students how to use the knowledge in the real life. Okay? Don't forget that, please. Okay, in this part, teachers, the title is asking about if the students are producing something, producing is just production or just they having fun. What do you think about this activity? You can observe it and you can tell me, is this just production or they are also having fun? I would like to read you in the chat. Okay, what can you tell me about it? Okay, let me read it. Okay, both, thank you so much. Right, yeah. Any other opinion? Mr. Edison Coronel, what do you think about it? Is just production or they are having fun?
Oh, good evening. Well,
Good evening.
yes, I think this as a good production because people interact very well. You know, after the conversation, or probably using a good body language. I think that is great to learn this language is English. So that is important because when you only state inactive, that is not good. Probably important to use different strategies when you can find a good communicative knowledge with the students.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your contribution. Yes, I strongly agree with you. I was reading in the chat some of their comments. Exactly both. Very good. Okay. Yes, I think they're having fun and producing fun learning. Exactly, teacher. So maybe you're seated to line. Students are, I don't know, they are clapping or something like that. They're, I don't know. The teacher is at the beginning. He's giving instruction. Yes, exactly. They are producing, and also they are having fun. Okay. So What happens if the students don't have fun in class when they produce? They need to have fun. It's necessary, yeah? Because if they don't have fun, the lesson or the things that they do is a little bit boring. So it's important that we connect. Even for adults, young adults, students, they feel that, no? Um, well, in this class, in this example, the configuration setting of the class, they are young, they're between teenagers and young adults, no? So they still need input to reassure and have fun in class, no? Because if you have a passive class, no? Your students, mm, 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 they maybe reject the way that you teach, no? Maybe they can do it because they have to do it, but that's not the idea, okay? English class, okay, listen to me. They must be a little bit crazy, okay? Crazy ideas, okay? In order to make your students engage, no? That they feel free, okay? They feel free, but also with limits for the classroom management in order to have an effective production, and but the student they feel that they can have fun, no? Okay, musical activities, yes. Yes, you're right, Marisol. I think Miss Claudia, okay, talks about the topic last week. No, music is evidently is one of the greatest topics that we can do. We can follow. Okay. In addition, we can work on projects. Okay, task-based projects. Task-based projects are real problem-solving projects. No, that we can motivate our students to do it. For example, in that moment, the students are presenting an exposition. They are presenting something. So in order to present an exposition, they are required to know the rubrics, the way that the teacher will assess them or to evaluate them. No, for example, not necessarily it is a formal assessment or a summative assessment. You can do it in the class. You can do it in like a formative assessment, no problem. But the idea is that you can um, set up oriented goal to your students. In this case, those students are beginners and they are explaining about how to get to place, asking for directions, explaining how to get to places. So they can do it in that way, in a role model or in a simple conversation, in the way that you can present them to do it. Okay, so that's very important that we can work in class in that way. Collaborative scenarios, collaborative work, teachers, is also very important. Okay, before pandemic time, students were able uh, to use real materials, no, in order to perform their activities, especially when they work in groups, okay? For example, in pairs or maybe in group of three. So in my case, I'd rather that they work solve problem situations, okay? The book, the book they use in classes is just okay, um it's optional, okay? You can use the book in class, obviously, because you have to focus on language content, but not necessarily you have to do all the activities in the book, or you can use the book as a tool to do another activity that you set up to your students. In this case, your students, what do they do, or what resources they can use? For example, they can use the technology, they can use the internet in order to find out vocabulary expressions, or to give solutions to some problems or situations that you set up in that context. Okay, so that's very important. Okay, my dear teacher. So um, for me, it's a pleasure. It has been a pleasure to uh, have already shared, okay, all of these topics, no, in order to motivate, okay, to your classes, no, to your students, especially in the speaking session, okay. A speaking session, I know that is not easy because our students need to feel motivation. So I will summarize the idea that we can, how can we use in classes in order to make it more effective. No, icebreakers, okay, descriptive adjectives, activities. In addition, we can use role plays activities, visual activities that they can feel inspired. Okay, the last ones that we were sharing, task-based projects, having fun activities, and finally configuring the collaborative work. So, teachers, um, I hope that this session you could find it very delightful and you can enjoy it to your in your classes with your students. And I say thank you again because it's a pleasure for me to share with you. Okay, um, this session, so I could also learn from you, from your experience. Thank you so much, Miss Claudia, okay, for giving me the opportunity to present in this class. Okay, and also teachers, well, you can you can follow me in the Facebook. No, I always try to invite you when we have webinars. No, I invite some people. No, that they can present different topics, and also Miss Claudia was present in the last webinar. So thank you so much about it.
Thank you so much, Andres. We really appreciate your time, your knowledge. I think that this webinar was really valued, that most of the teachers are really great, wonderful. They really delight with your words. Thank you so much. We really learned a lot from this webinar about speaking soft skills. I think that there is no questions, right? Is there any question? I think that it was a very clear presentation. Very clear. Thank you so much, Andres, as usually. Really great presentation. Yes, the majority of us, for us, is really clear. Was really didactic, very clear. Thank you so much, as usually. It is a pleasure to be with you, and that now you are here with us. So thank you so much, everyone. Please remember, oh, thank you, Lolita. Yes, please remember you can follow Andres as Andres Rodriguez on Facebook, and please don't forget to help us with your likes, okay, to MissClauRivera. We're going to post this video, okay, this session on Monday because I record all, okay, just for you. So thank you so much for your help. So have a wonderful time, okay, a wonderful week in this case. So thank you so much again, my friend. It was a very nice presentation. Okay, I think that everyone here,
Thank you so
Elizabeth,
much.
Eli, hello. I think that as usually, all of us are really happy with you. Okay, thank you so much, Andres. Thank you so much to all the teachers from Ecuador who always follow you and try to be with you all the time. Thank you so much to all of you. You are really nice, okay, to participate with us. Thank you so much to all the Peruvian teachers too, who are our friends too. We really appreciate you. I hope you are okay. Many blessings for all of you. Carmencita, thank you. Thank you, Marisol. Thank you, Elizabeth, who always participate, okay? Sandrita, Sarelita, thank you so much. I know that you have a lot of things to do, but you take a break just to be in this webinar. Thank you so much because you really want to learn more. Thank you. Okay, so Andres, I don't know, you want to say something else maybe?
No, I just, as I told you, no, thank you so much, dear Claudia, for this opportunity, no, because I feel that Peruvian teachers and as Ecuadorian teachers, we're eager to learn, no. So I think
Yeah.
that it's something wonderful that they are here, no, that they want to learn more and more, no, and we just facilitate them, and we can learn from the experience. I'm so happy and excited to see more than they are more than colleagues, no. So we are partners, friends, no? Thank you so much, Claudia. No, my best wishes for you.
Thank you so much too. Okay, so please have a holy week in this time. Thank you so much to everyone. Many blessings for all of you. Please don't forget we're going to start to still continue with this kind of webinars. Okay, next week maybe we're going to tell something about who is gonna be the new speakers. Thank you so much again, Andres. I think that speaking is a very important skill that we need to improve in our students, right? So thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a nice weekend, okay? Bye-bye. Thank you so much, Carmencita. You are an angel. Thank you so much.
Miss.
Thank you. Thank you to all the ones.
Have a nice weekend,
Here we have
everybody.
a lot of people who is from Pucallpa. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much to all of you. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Thank you, Andres. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you for your
Bye-bye.
time. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Many blessings, okay? Thank you, Carmencita desde Barranca. Thank you so much, okay? Many blessings. Eli, me alegra que te encuentres bien, mi querida Elizabeth, ok? Mari también ya está con todas las clases, pero ella está ahí presente. Mari, gracias por todo también. Siempre te sigo ahí con Dipech. Ok, un abrazo a todos. Un abrazo, cuídense. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a nice weekend. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We really appreciate your participation. Many blessings. Muchas bendiciones a todos. Que todo se multiplique para cada uno. Cuídense. Bye-bye.